Let's see, it is not raid night, so I will change that. All right, let's update that. Perfect. And let's close that, and then we'll. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, looks good. Okay, so not feeling great tonight, but we'll see how far we can get. And I apologize right now for a runny nose and poor voice quality. Let's see if anybody else is out there. Oh, there's a lot of people. Let's see.
Wish we had Go Hero.
We'll join it.
Good evening.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Killing this key.
They're letting me heal on this holy paladin. I bet they regret it. Oh man, what is that?
I forgot it was a thing.
They changed it down to 2 now instead of 3?
Yes, thank God.
Oh, I must have been under a rock.
Yeah, I found that out like last week. I'm like, oh, thank God, dude.
Yeah, nerf this boss by 50% health too, while they're at it. You should take a 1% chance to get one-shotted. Bro, what? Why this guy hitting so hard? I got Halo. Halo heals coming out.
I just got stunned, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait, I should run through that. Clearing the path.
Oh my gosh, some guy was getting mad in Grim Battle and I life gripped them into all the tentacles. Oops, I PI'd you. Yeah, I just, literally just pulled him through all the tentacles and he got mad.
Do you also hear
Can I avoid
Belladar's
dispersion, the tentacles?
Our deeds give it strength.
I can
I
cloak
played
run
Shadowpriest
if
for
we
2
need.
years. I think I've had one good grip.
Let me try it. Oh, you cannot.
Let me know if you want me to clear somewhere.
Oh, no, I wanted to try that.
We should be alright.
I wanted to see if you could do that. You cannot.
God.
Okay. I don't think we'll be fine.
We need percent.
Oh, we were. That was like that's a lot of hentai out there.
Yeah, no way! No way! It just,
Oh, you got it?
it
Nice.
just got it. It
Twins.
never happens.
What is this? You need this trinket? Oh my god, I'm a healing spike. I don't care. Did you need this trinket too? Or?
I don't.
You should probably take, babe.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Just take the damn thing.
Okay,
You don't know.
Thank you. That's true. I don't think she's. Oh god.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just rambling on about myself.
Oh, I was gonna say, did y'all want to do a Grim Battle 9?
Ooh, do it. I'd like to hear that.
I'm going to bed before that happens.
I may have to bench Razzle, Pally. Wait, I did it wrong. How embarrassing. Can I send that?
Let me see.
That didn't even work. I swear.
Mm-hmm. And
What's my
Dylan.
turn?
Yeah. Let me see if they're on the other channel. They are.
And told them everything about that area.
Hey, what are you guys
Tell them
doing?
immediately. Talking about you.
You are.
A whole lot of shit.
I hope it's good stuff.
We're talking about cable specifications.
Cable.
But basically, whether, there's the potential I may get fiber where I'm going. A technician's
And I
going to
am
be going out to
streaming,
the
just
address.
to let you know.
Okay. There's a technician that's going to be going out to the address in the next 2 days to find out if it's within 1,000 feet of a pole, and if it is, they will hook me up.
Oh, wow.
So
Now,
where are you moving to?
So what are you guys actually doing right now?
me, I'm waiting for, of all things, an AC guy.
Oh.
Not like I haven't been doing this for days now.
Is anybody in game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm standing next to you.
You are. Well, hi there. Yeah. Dylan and Stuart are in game. We're
After
about
beating the one boss last night, I'm amazed you guys didn't do another raid tonight to, continue on.
we're gonna continue on Sunday.
On Sunday? Perfect.
Yep.
I watched your video. And enjoyed that tremendously.
As we beat our head
Oh,
against the
good.
wall for 2 hours.
Yes.
Well, it was amazing just that Tank. You figure that, Tank's here, This is going to be different, and he dies. It's just like, wow, I can't make this shit up.
So that fight puts out a lot of damage, and the issue on that one is if with all the damage that gets put out, staying alive with enough, the healers need to put enough output, and then the positioning is so critical on it.
Oh yeah, well that's the stuff of nightmares. Again, one of those. If I could talk to just one person at Blizzard, it'd be the person who came up with the idea of putting that thing in the second place. That thing should be next to last.
They definitely put some checks in a lot of places on that one. Once you get the positioning figured out on it, it's not the end of the world there, but it is definitely a trying to get that to be in the like the ads and stuff in the right spots is definitely a hard part of that, and then it is a hard DPS check. So like when we had people across the way, we didn't have some better geared groups could run across and still damage it down in time. The gearing we had in our group, we couldn't run across. We had to be there at the ads when they spawned.
And it's not that we couldn't get there, it's that we couldn't get there with the beams.
Well, the beam's the DPS check.
Yeah. But I mean, there was at least 2 times that I had to turn around and run all the way back around.
Well, I like that thing though. For who is it that can put up those portals? That you can
the
use
warlocks.
a portal to get past the beam. I'm like, holy cow! That's
that
awesome.
works. Blink works. There's a lot of skills that work. The only way I can get around it is if I pop 2 survival cooldowns at the same time.
Well, my question is, does the Demon Hunter's Nether Walk? It makes me invulnerable to most things. I wonder if the beam is one of those things.
I'm sure it's online. You can probably find that.
Well, I've been rather busy. Where playing, I was just initially the plan was come Thanksgiving I'm just going down to South Florida for a few weeks. But after talking to the realtor, he was like, things will actually go quicker if I'm not in the house. And he's like, if you move out now, things will get done faster. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
So where are you going?
To Coral Springs. It's in Broward County. The claim to fame for it is that one of the worst school shootings occurred either in it or near it.
Well,
basically, the and it was a special level of bad. You have the head of security at the school had left the premises when the shooting started.
Wow.
Just one of those like, congratulations. This is not just an epic fail. I mean, you've reached a new level. I don't know what to call this. Aside from cowardice. These are children. One would think. My then wife was so against me becoming a cop. She said I'm very level-headed until there's a child in danger, and then
a messy stage makes for real.
I forget that I'm not
They're a
Superman.
little
Clean it up.
overzealous here. I need to put the key in.
What are you guys doing?
These dumbasses in this group.
We're running
You guys-
one of Dylan's keys, I think.
What key?
She'll let me know. I would have been there.
Yeah, he's been putting this group together for a minute.
Yeah, Dad's been bored for hours now. Hours, I say.
Let me know you guys were on.
Well, there was some bit of miscommunication between them.
Me and Stu did a 3 Siege of Bras earlier, and as we're going through, we're like, this is gonna kill our group. This is gonna kill our group. This is gonna kill our group.
Clean it up.
I'm going to see how long I can concentrate.
Make sure we don't have the fears.
What?
I'm talking to
What
Stuart.
causes the fear?
Howling. The skill called Howling Fear.
From
I don't know. The one that channels Howling Fear.
We have some play materials that need collecting from
Or
the
just
market.
make sure none of them get gassed. I think it's the Void Souls. Oh jeez. Noted.
So where I burnt my mouth
The
and
Void
lips
Soul.
last night with the
Yeah.
soup, that skin peeled off today. The insides of my lips. It's so bad.
I hate it when I do that.
I've burned myself that bad once.
I assume it's
I burned myself worse than that. Was it last year's Thanksgiving?
yeah.
With that stupid
Wassail.
drink. Wasn't told that the thing was served.
Oh, the
boiling.
wassail or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a coffee drinker, so that was that was a level of heat I'm not hot that I'm not familiar with.
Lands beyond Kazalgar.
Well, they'll plenty of solace if I don't get made again this year.
We'll build a sturdy
I'm sorry, what's that?
and
If I won't get made again this year, that was for one person.
I like it. Who was that for?
Jerry.
Oh. Well, I know Mom's got alcohol in her closet, so I could have a warm drink and
Stuart on this boss. Think the second boss of Vault of the Incarnates, or the Earth dude with the pillars.
Yeah.
Destroy the pillars.
I'm surprised that your mom drinks alcohol. What does she drink?
oh well, she makes stuff with it mostly. Mom likes. What does she like, hun? You drink the same thing. It's like a gin and tonic, isn't it?
She likes gin and tonic. She likes things like that.
She likes Kahlua and coffee. She likes all kinds of stuff.
The real Prohibition era stuff.
Real Prohibition era stuff.
Yeah, stuff that was used to remove, grease and grime from engines.
I cannot let
Just-
it damage the ship. the shore beyond. But who are these creatures? Why are you attacking me? Oh
Kurt just gave me horrifying news in case that neither he nor his incredible wife will be coming to visit.
So if we come to visit you down in Coral Springs, what's the local stuff to do down there?
In our directives, they were
the school.
protecting us from the outlanders.
Bill, that's frowned upon.
I'd be surprised if it's the original place is still used. That is just legendary.
So
that made international news.
Like from Sarasota, Venice Beach area, is it east Florida, West Florida?
It's Broward County. It's West Broward County. Basically, there's I can't think of the name of the highway. Basically, there's the road that goes into Alligator Alley, and there's nothing that can be built beyond it without changing laws, which has happened before.
As someone who doesn't know where Broward County is.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale is
okay.
So
that
Broward
makes
County,
more sense. Yeah.
Broward County is dramatically different from Tallahassee in that Tallahassee and Leon County are nearly one and the same. Broward County is comprised of 37 cities.
Okay.
Found that out the hard way. I was having trouble with this name, and I'm like, why is it I can't get this name right? Well, it's because there's 4 other cities that sound just like it.
Isn't that where Miami's at, in Broward County?
No, that's Dade County.
That's
Dade County. That's right. I knew that.
I was actually the other day, so Mel and Keaton were fine from the hurricane and all that stuff, but I was looking up the building codes of Florida now, and I think there was some crazy hurricane back in 2008, 2009 that hit Miami.
Andrew?
No, that was in 90 something.
But anyway, so Miami-Dade adopted the 175 mile an hour wind requirements for their building structures, and that is now the Florida state standard for new construction and renovations. In 2021, it got updated to 185 miles an hour. It's just like, holy crap, that's a lot of wind speed.
Well, considering that recent hurricane hit, that hit class 5 and 195, I think, at one point. And it's just like one of those things. Like, I'm glad everyone's running for their lives because you need to. Well, hell, they had a picture of near USF campus, an area I knew well, and they were showing the water, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. Like, I know that area. I don't know how the water reached that area. They had a assisted living facility, and the police were using an amphibious vehicle.
Oh, I saw that on the news.
Don't kill all the crystals.
Oh, and also grab these things. They're useful. Grab those orbs.
Oh, one thing that my friend just did recently. So that area is not too far from Gatorland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play with the dinosaurs, which I think is insane. I love alligators. Doesn't mean I want to go play with them.
I think we've been there before, haven't we, Mom?
Love is a strong.
We went through Alligator Alley from Georgia, and we toured the Okefenokee Swamp. Yes, we did.
Did you go out on a river?
A boat, yeah.
I remember that one because the biting flies were crazy.
Yes, they were.
Well, yeah, that's also it. Funny talking to your mom. When it mentioned where I was going, she's like, "Oh, you get to deal with the was it palmetto?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because cockroaches aren't annoying enough, but down there we have the ones that fly."
That fly, yes. So at night, if you hear ping, 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 they're flying into your ceiling fan. I told you about Grandma getting one of those caught in her hair in Saudi Arabia, didn't I?
And did she lose it at that point?
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did.
As you do.
I completely understand. I mean, only thing that could probably get a bigger reaction out of me is if I had a spider in my.
Yeah, she went running down the street. Now, mind you, the women are all covered head to toe, and here's this American woman that's running down the street. She's not a small-chested woman, so it was pretty interesting to watch her.
Well, Bill, why are you moving down to South Florida?
A couple of reasons. One, so you've hit a special level when you're seeing a specialist, a heart specialist, and he refers you to a second heart specialist. And the second heart specialist, the second specialist, he told me right off. He's like, I got to tell you, you're checking out boxes I didn't know existed.
Wow.
You know it's bad when you get an examination and they try to bring in all the interns. They're like, hey, I'll check this out.
Yeah. Stuart had that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most blood I ever had drawn was drawn by the CDC. They wanted to keep my blood on file because I had a reaction that is a special level of impossible. It's just one of those things like, okay, you're doing something not only have we not seen, we've never heard of anywhere. I was doing a study for chronic fatigue and using Procrit. Basically, the idea is that I'm heavily anemic. They wanted to use Procrit, which was used for people that went through chemo, and it helped them. So they were hoping that it would help people with chronic fatigue. Well, they give you a drug that weakens the heart, so you pass out, and for whatever reason, I don't know the science behind why they wanted to do that. But when they gave it to me, I felt like I was injected with a super soldier serum. I wanted to do, one of my heroes is Andre the Giant, and something he did I always thought was a remarkable example of strength, is that he would push cars sideways. Wow. In fact, he had an altercation with police, and the police took his side. Some people were irritating him. So he went over to their car and flipped it upside down. But I wanted, when they gave this injection, I wanted to go out in the parking lot and see if I could do that. And I didn't think of it at the time. I'm like, someone just, give me a tennis ball. Let me see if I can crush this thing.
Speaking of people needing specialists, one of my friends at Petite apparently had sudden onset of narcolepsy, that I guess type 2 narcolepsy. And it was crazy to hear his whole ordeal with going to doctors and everything on that one. And kind of reminds me of the things you had to go through of like, hey, getting a doctor who actually believes what you're doing.
Run out. Help soak.
Well, that's like with me with the what are called micro seizures, or the proper absence seizures. A lot of people who they have videos of people what they look like when they're going through it, and I'm like, wow, that's. I get now why why people didn't know what to make of when I initially people were just telling me that I went from being a great listener to suddenly I'm not a great listener anymore, and I'm like, okay, I'm not aware of any of this, But one of the reasons that the other problem I'm having is that my blood sugar is dropping too quick. It'll drop from 180 down to 60 in 10 minutes or less.
That's me. Oh crap!
And the healer died too.
So it's best that I live with someone. And
wow, I still that.
Had a friend who really wanted me to come back. There was a group of us where a couple of us had died, so there's only a few of us left, and he really wants me to be here. So I'm like, well, it works out. I have someone to make sure that if I pass out, I can call to get help. There's a hospital nearby.
Yeah. I mean, hell, while you're at it, just go ahead and live on a cruise ship. Full
Shoot.
Oh, I would love something like that. It's funny you should mention that. I was just going through. My mom had a medallion. She had been for Royal Caribbean on over 100 cruises. And I mean, she worked for a company that sent her on the cruises, where she basically got to babysit doctors. Right now, doctors on cruises do some of the dumbest things.
Watch your step.
But she just had so many things connected to it. She enjoyed it. She was constantly invited to the captain's table.
It's amazing how many people don't know these fights yet.
What are you doing?
I'm doing the raid in LFR.
Run out. Help soak.
People not taking the red circles to,
We could do regular raid.
I mean, the green circle. Well, you guys were busy, so.
Oh, yeah, we're still busy. I'm just saying, after we're not busy.
Watch your step.
That guy's name is Shock to
Run out.
He's the shaman.
Let the royal guard fish their corpses
don't
from
need
the
it.
pool. The harvest cannot be interrupted.
Ugh, this gives veteran gear. So gross. Oops.
Destroy the invaders before they ruin the harvest.
Watch my step. Where? Where can I go?
The gamble. He was charging towards the orb. I was like, ooh.
The blood is becoming volatile. Stop the invaders before it manifests.
So you know this next boss?
I think so.
You gotta get the debuff off. You do not go into the.
Right.
Get the do not go into the portals. Go near the portals.
I don't have a target.
Let him pull it back in here.
Becky, when you sold your place, did you have to do a seller's insurance certificate?
The queen will have her prize.
Where you get to answer a bunch of questions that probably half of them you don't know what the question means?
I don't know. You know what? Ask Danny. I never do anything official.
I don't know what the forms were, but
Oh, well, there's this one. 5 different times in answering the questions, I had to look up what the question even was referring to. I couldn't figure it out. And this thing is designed. It shows things like, okay, we'll explain this. And it would give me an explanation. I'm like, I still don't know what that means. You know, one of them referred me to a Florida statute. And I'm like, in the first sentence of this 5-page thing, though, in the first sentence, though, I got everything I needed to know. It's asking about commercial uses of property. I'm like, no, we're residential, period.
Yeah.
So that answered the next 5 things. Great, that's wonderful. But then, like, am I in a flood zone? So I'm.
Yes, we did have to do one of those.
Had to go onto FEMA's website, except I immediately found my address, except I couldn't find anything showing whether I was in a flood zone or not. Called up a friend of mine who's lived here over 30 years. I'm like, is this a flood zone? He's like, not only no, but your house in particular, you're at the highest highest point in the neighborhood. You're definitely not. Joking how houses would have to be underwater for me to see any type of flood.
Right. Well, if you didn't have to have flood insurance on your house, then you wouldn't be in a flood zone, right?
Well,
of course, they do tend to change the zones, but
I outright bought my house, so it wasn't a thing. I got insurance anyway, but not for flooding. I wasn't even aware that it, flooding wasn't
outright
covered,
bought your house? Wow.
Well, it was only like $70,000, and we just sold our condo in South Florida, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. $10 is a big deal for me, so.
Let's do the key.
Wow, what a cool thing ticket.
Which one?
Refracting aggression module. Every time I taunt, it shields me for 2.1 million health.
Is it better than what you got on?
Well, no. What I have on is reinforced wax plating.
Wow, that sounds super strong.
Yeah.
So if you don't need that, I will take that. I'll take that for my off-spec.
Yeah, you can. Let me artifact. And then Mom should be done with that boss too.
Yeah, surprisingly, we're on Bloodbound horror.
LFR, I bet has to be a nightmare sometimes.
Oh wow, they just blew right into this.
Yeah. By the way, you can go down both times.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah, you don't have. It's easier in Normal.
Nice. Off-spec drink, dude.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool, and it's a good strength drink.
Your taunt abilities activate the module's refracting shield. 50% of damage taken up to 2.1 million. So just taunt constantly.
Well, yeah.
When you need a shield.
There's so many taunt spot mechanics, though. It's not like on cooldown, but
that's a good one for mythics.
Really, this one isn't done yet?
On my
good grief.
Because we're gonna do the raid, right? Regular raid.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Regular raid drops what?
Champion, doesn't it?
Champion.
Yeah, let me get on my character.
Run out. Keep moving.
You want to do the regular raid? It's the easier than the one we were doing last night.
Safe now.
Yeah. We gotta get a group together, find a group for it.
Excuse me.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Annoying. Quit that.
Run.
Us two are both monkey then.
Yep, both.
Watch your feet.
Shoot. Of course there's
Haven't
no
opened my
heals
vault
over
room.
here.
Watch your feet. Gruntle.
Once Mom finishes her LFR, will get you in here.
My vault gives me
Sugar! That's not what I was gonna say.
champion boots from Explorer.
You don't have your co-pilot next to you.
Oh, I know. She don't want to be anywhere near me right now.
Did you scare her when you sneezed? Forget this noise.
Unless I smell like menthol.
What's your search shit?
Gruntle.
What's my what?
Shirt say?
I packed a shoebox. It's for,
Is it backwards?
No. It might be for you.
I know your camera was here.
It's so funny that's what it says, because I packed 5 of those today.
Did you? That's so awesome. I didn't know you participated with that.
Maybe it means something different for me than it does for you.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
he's
Christmas
moving.
boxes for kids.
Oh, no. This is me using shoe boxes for my moving.
Oh,
trying to organize
shoe
things. I'm playing Tetris with not knowing the dimensions of the vehicle.
Okay.
So I'm trying to prepare, like worst case scenario, and setting things up in levels like, okay, here's primary, secondary, get these things in, and then move from there. And the shoebox basically turns out to be a good size for most things, where almost all the way other containers are bizarre sizes, so Tetris gets more difficult.
Okay.
Is there another boss? Or did you guys die?
Yep.
You're not supposed to die on that.
Then he just maxed out fishing.
Yay!
Watching her run with her cool mount.
I know, right?
What'd you get for that?
Iron Dwarf Giant.
The only mech cooler is the one that on the ground it just looks like the regular mech, but in the air it looks like it's a plane.
Let's see if I've got any food in my bag here.
Oh my gosh! What'd you do? Go to the war bank?
I did.
I've never seen this look so empty.
I know,
the bizarre
right?
thing is that it's only maybe 20% empty, but just for you, that's phenomenal.
He's on another character. That's what it is.
I'm on Bick.
This is Splitdale, huh?
I still gave you a group lead if you want to start inviting people for this.
Oh, I figured we'd join someone else's group, but
I mean, we'll have 3 DPS and 2 healers, so we're halfway to a group.
yeah, right. All right, we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah, that was so confusing, that one raid night where we were all in the same group, with the exception of Stuart, and then he was tanking for, we were odds he was even. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
If I go the wrong direction one more time here, like my body couldn't, my mind couldn't wrap itself around that. But we belong with him.
Yeah, it sucks. The Bloodbound horror fight sucks with the tank because, like, I taunted at the wrong time, wiped the group. I put the beam in the wrong spot. I forgot there was a beam, wiped the group. It's easy to do all that fight.
Nope. Not
I was
what I want.
getting so mad. It was like 3 nights of the same boss. 3 raids. Pretty weak.
Oh
on
look,
same ball.
I don't know if anybody's even in the front. Oh yeah, we are. Where are the animals?
Watch your feet.
Huh, well,
Good
no wonder
grief.
you guys are dying.
I know, right?
Oh, I
Run
forgot to
out.
tell you, Dylan, your
Keep moving.
thing about step. Let the tentacles come up and then step again.
Safe now.
That's great, provided the person's not next to me. I actually died as soon as you mentioned that. I died from tentacles.
Right.
They're not getting hit, but I was getting hit by it.
Frontal.
So this is regular, not heroic.
Correct.
There'll be some people on the guild that want to go.
Run out. Watch your feet.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Because everybody in the guild was doing it on heroic.
Safe now. Run. Watch your feet.
Look at them not even taking down that guy. What the hell? I'm just gonna lay here dead. I'm getting out of this group. These people are just stupid. They have no idea how to do this fight. And it's so far through the season, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
And looking for rage pretty easy. It's not like it's that hard.
You running this on Vic, Mom?
Yeah.
I went back and watched your one video to see where the beam, where I had seen where it was supposed to go, its shadow, and then it came backwards to be in front of me as I fell rushed into death.
Just running this on my priest.
You're welcome.
Decent gear.
What at the stop?
Of course, I can summon and stuff on this guy, but log out and get my priest.
Alright.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Will this put me all the way back out here where I was at? Are you gonna summon me in there, or do I need to make my way?
We're on normal, right? Okay.
Which means you
There's a
can
warlock.
queue us for it?
No, you gotta
No.
go in.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, we kind of need you to come in here because you're the warlock.
You're our warlock. Here, summon her.
Stuart, what's your item
All
roll
right.
on your character?
591.
Okay, I'm like 570.
I'm 583.
580.
Looks like there's several warlocks.
You're
Previous group.
the only warlock, Mom.
Am I? Oh, it must be other.
What do
Who
you want,
else
Jenny?
is purple?
Go in the
Priest.
door.
Priest isn't
Oh, you
purple.
mean,
Priest is white.
Oh, I thought you meant the white purple. Yes, and 70 when you get in there.
Yeah. My nose. Oops. I don't even
You
have my
look like
little
you
chat
are
window.
positively miserable.
Well, my
He's
nose
on
does
the
hurt a bit.
front of it. The front end of this thing, your head gets all pressurized, and I've been putting things for a week, and I've been on antibiotics for 3 days. I'm still not over it.
Oof.
Well, those are the worst. Sorry, you're feeling not good.
Jenny!
It's grandma also.
So
Grandma
good
came
to...
up and got you sick?
Yeah.
She brought a cold up with her and got me sick, and then he said it's been over a week, and then
Well, dang, I'm
your
glad I didn't
mom
come see
called
you
me.
while we were petite. That would have sucked.
Yeah. All
Well, come
right.
now. This is a family of sharing. You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
Sharing is caring.
I'll say our tent did great out in the. It got a little chilly, but it was great camping weather.
Flying the wrong way.
Stuart, are you inside?
I think.
Yeah, last week was better than this week.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Carrot Ken is summoning me.
Nerd.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. I was just thinking, Becky asked me what's to do in that area. Well, it turns out that area is great for geeks, but that's not her thing. So